Hi, welcome to July. We are so glad you're here with us. As part of our calendar, we always do something special every month. And this month, for National Estate Fair Food Day, we have a very special recipe. So my godfather Walton's here to help me. Tell me what we're making.
It's all about the corn dog. They were invented in 1942 by the Fletcher family at the Texas State Fair. And I'll be honest, the only time I have them are usually at the State Fair, but that's not till September, October, so we're gonna make these at home today. It's an easy recipe. It's fun to do with your family. It's fun to do with your kids. It's fun to do for yourself. The corn dogs are great. They're not hard to make, and they're almost as good as the Fletcher corn dog.
So let's go over the ingredients and let's get started. We've got 3/4 a cup of finely ground yellow cornmeal, 3/4 a cup of flour, cornstarch that we'll use for dusting, a tablespoon of sugar, half a teaspoon for salt, half a teaspoon for cayenne pepper, 1.5 teaspoons for baking powder. We have half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 egg that we'll beat, 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk, 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil, assorted hot dogs. This one does about 12. And then wooden skewers, we're also using wooden chopsticks. And then we'll have peanut or vegetable oil for the frying. Let's make some corn dogs. Okay, to make the batter, we're gonna start with the dry ingredients. So that's 3/4 a cup of finely ground yellow cornmeal, 3/4 a cup of all-purpose flour, a tablespoon of sugar, there you go, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda. Now I'm gonna whisk up all the dry ingredients. Then we're gonna do separately all the wet ingredients, which is 3/4 a cup of buttermilk and 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil. 1 egg that's been beaten. Next, I'm gonna mix my wet and dry ingredients and thoroughly combine them. Now I'm gonna put all of this in a tall glass that we'll use for dipping. Now we're gonna let this batter rest for a minute, for like 10 minutes, while we skewer the hot dogs and get everything else ready. Okay. And we're just using chopsticks here.
You wanna make sure they're dry. That's a big deal to have the batter stick, so you wanna make sure they're dry. And we have a little cornstarch here, so we can actually roll them in a little bit of cornstarch just to sort of help make sure they're dry and the batter sticks. Perfect. Next thing we do is we sit there and we dip the hot dog into the batter and make sure it gets a good coating. So you're going to want to get the temperature of the oil at 375. The hot dogs are already cooked. This is just to fry the batter and warm up the hot dogs. Once we get our corn dog battered, we're going to pop it in the oil and let this fry for a couple of minutes. That does look good, doesn't it? That's about done, I think. And they look delicious.
We're gonna let them cool down for a little bit, and then you like mustard, which I despise, but I have ketchup. We're very excited.
Oh my God, that's so good. Maybe not as good as Fletcher's, but it's a dang close second. So easy to do. Make these at home with your family, your friends, your kids. They'll love this. It's not a big mess. It's easy to do. It's fun to eat.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next month for August.
Oh, so good.
This is what not to do.